It's day 65. I've been sat here kind of, I won't say dreading doing today's post, because I've actually got some quite nice things that I want to record and kind of keep a track of. But just because I'm feeling a little lost with kind of just if I'm doing the right thing. Like, I have people that I can ask, but I tend to feel like I maybe get, I wouldn't say biased opinions back, but I definitely think that sometimes they, do you know, the worst thing is they're probably saying to do the best thing, but it's still like when I ask for, for their opinion on something, and they give it, it still doesn't sit right with me. And it's like, is it because I'm out of whack or they're out of whack? Like, or is it just that's what it is? It's an opinion. Um, let's let's rewind this because I realise that I know what I'm talking about in my head, but I haven't actually said it. So I got some really nice comments on a couple of my recent journal posts, and really made me kind of pause and think sometimes the questions that I have, am I doing it right? Is this how it's supposed to feel? Is this what it's supposed to do? What do these feelings mean? Like, how do I control them? Do I control them? Am I supposed to control them? Like, there's been so many questions, and a couple of people have commented recently and just kind of given me a little nudge that, I am doing some things right. And something I did something today, and the moment I did it, I wouldn't say I regretted it, but the moment I did it, and I was just like, fuck, why did I do that? And I realised that something that I have done for many, many years in my life is when someone has said, oh no, I wouldn't do that, and I've kind of not done it, and then I've kind of regretted not doing it because it's in my nature to do it. But I understand that not everyone is like me, so I have to obviously kind of try and balance and find the right thing to do. But I realised today, like I said, I'd done something. I instantly thought, oh God, why did I do that? And then I just thought I did it because it's something I want to do, and it doesn't say anything about the other person, but it says a lot about me. And that's what I wanted to focus on. Is I have spent so many years of my life doing or not doing stuff because other people have said, oh no, don't do that. But then I've kind of gone away thinking, I wished I had. And I would rather have the regret of doing something that feels right than the regret of doing something that I wished I'd done. Because what I've done is actually quite a nice thing. In my eyes, it's a nice thing. And it's because I want to do it. If it's not received in that way, I can't control that. But it came from a nice place. It came from a place of consideration and care and thought. So I have to just pause now and say, I'm going to feel shit whether I do it or whether I don't. But now I've done it, I feel an element of, I feel like I've kind of done what's in my heart rather than doing what someone has told, like not doing it because someone told me not to. So I just got to live with it now. It's done, it's dusted. But yeah, this kind of, so I registered back on a dating site, and it's just been an absolute cesspool. It really has. Some of the messages I've got are how people can just talk to strangers and say some of the things they say is absolutely astounding. Some of it is quite amusing. I mean, that isn't actually. I mean, I'm not easily offended, so there isn't anything anyone has sort of shown or told me that I'm offended by. I'm just like, oh, whatever. But some of it is actually, it's just the audacity. Like, massive shout out that you've got the confidence to say something like that as a first interaction. But yeah, but I think what's kind of opened up this kind of push for me to do this thing that I've done was I actually started chatting to someone who was actually quite nice. He was quite friendly, chatty, um, wasn't crude. I was totally honest and said, look, I'm not interested in any form of relationship, no form of intimacy. I'm not here to like boost your ego. I'm just bored and want to chat to people. Like, that is as simple as that. I can't be asked to go out. I don't really want to go like this. I don't want to go pubs and meet people and stuff. I'm just, I'm bored. And they were just like, thanks for your honesty. Let's just chat then. And yeah, we were chatting really well, and they'd been honest with me and said that because they were just like, I take it I said, I'm just out of a relationship, I'm not interested in anything, I'm still on a healing journey to, finding myself and what I want in life. I've got lots of goals that maybe aren't on everyone else's kind of vision board, so I'm just focused on that at the moment. But there's nothing wrong with, making some more friends and stuff like that. And like I said, they were sound. They kind of said, their last relationship, they've only had one in the last 10 years. And it was, from what I gathered from it, it wasn't it didn't end well. And I didn't pry. I didn't ask any further questions. And then it got so I'm trying to switch off. It gets to like 9 o'clock at night, and I try and switch all electronics off, downtime, get rid of all the blue light and all that shit. I'll watch a couple of things on YouTube, and then that's it. Like, I switch all my electronics off. And I just said to them, this is what I'm doing. This is helping me get into a nighttime routine and get some sleep and things like that. And we'd exchange numbers to talk on another app outside of the dating one, because as soon as I can't switch my online status off, and as soon as it shows I'm online, I just get messages, and I can't be bothered with it. So I was like, look, let's exchange numbers. So we did. And then I said, right, I'm off now, I'll speak to you tomorrow. And then I woke up this morning to an absolute stream of messages, starting really nice with like, hey, hope this is the right number. Just finishing off the conversation we started in the app, and blah blah blah. Finished like I said, a huge amount of messages, and then it was probably they messaged probably about half an hour after I said, right, I'm off now, good night, I'll speak to you tomorrow. And then there was a gap, and it was probably about 10:30. And they messaged to say, right, I'm going to sleep now, I'll speak to you tomorrow. And then 20 minutes after that, there was another message saying, oh, you've blocked me, with a laughing emoji. And yeah, I woke up this morning to this huge ream of messages, like literally whilst I'm asleep, this guy is just having an absolute conversation with himself. And yeah, I went back into the dating app, and they've deleted the conversation and unmatched with me. And then I replied to the message and just said, no, I haven't blocked you, sorry, I thought you understood I was going to sleep. And the message hasn't gone through, so they've obviously deleted and blocked my number. And it just made me realize that it's not just women that are going through this phase of struggling with this connection. Like, I would be lying if I said I haven't ever been that person before. Like, I've, connected with someone and had really good banter, and then instantly got maybe like a sense of pullback, and I've been like, what do I do? What do I do? Oh, okay, I guess you don't want to talk to me anymore. Okay, bye. And you know, I've done that before in the past, many years ago. Like that has been my reaction when I've not had the response that I'm expecting. And having it done to you, which is quite unusual for guys. Guys are normally a bit more sort of chilled and laid back, but having it done to me made me realise that we're all just broken people. We're all just trying to find some, like, someone to click with and some happiness. And it was, yeah, it was interesting to kind of be on the receiving end of it, and to kind of have it done to me, because like I said, I have done that in the past. Yeah, I just, it made me pause and go, okay, so the lesson here was that's how it feels like. I'm just going to put a light on because I noticed it's getting dark again. I keep fading into darkness. So yeah, it was really interesting to have that experience. And I was just like, well, it's a shame. Like, they seemed like a nice guy, you know, but I'm at a stage now where I'm like, I cannot fight for anyone to stay in my life anymore. Like, I have to focus on me, on feeling good about myself, on my self-confidence, my self-worth, my self-esteem. And those that want to stick around, I'll happily entertain till the cows come home. But those that just want to have that interaction and you know, and block me while I'm sleeping, then see you later. Like, I don't know what else to do. It's weird because I know prior to, this is how I know I've changed as a person. Prior to my last relationship, I was on dating websites, and had a guy done that to me, I would have been like, oh my God, I got to let them know that I didn't block them, and you know, I've got to reassure them, and I've got to this. Whereas I kind of woke up this morning, read the message, replied, noticed it didn't go through, noticed his picture had vanished, and was like, he's genuinely thought I've blocked him, and he's blocked me in return. Like, and I just kind of giggled to myself and was like, I'm obviously, you know, I'm obviously not the only one that's had things done in their past that has made them react in certain ways. And it just made me feel a little bit more like some of the things that have kind of gone on in my head and stuff like that. I'm not alone. I'm not, what I'm going through is not unique. It feels like, you know, the first time I've ever felt pain and stuff like it, but it's not. And I'm not the only one experiencing this. And I've just got to keep going and just keep being me. And it was that interaction that made me go, do you know what? What I want to do says more about me than the person that I'm doing it for. And that's it. I'd rather live with that than the thought of wishing I'd done something that I didn't. Like, there isn't anything in my life that I regret doing. I maybe wouldn't do things the same way again, presented with the same situation, but I have regrets over things that I wished I'd done in my life that I haven't. Like those missed opportunities, you don't get them back. Sorry, I feel like I'm in a rave. Like, the light is not changing whatsoever. This is really weird. It's really surreal. I'm going to put another light on. That'll do. There we go. Job done. What was I saying? Oh, that is really bright. Let me move down a little bit. There we go. Need to do my hair. Oh God, Stacia, a mess. I can't dye my hair at the moment because my ear's still sore and I don't want to like knock it and bang it. But anyway, where was I? So yeah, it just made me realise that you've just got to go through this life, being yourself, doing what you think is right, and some people are going to like it and some people aren't going to like it, and you're just going to have to suck it up. That's it. But you've got to live authentically. You've got to live doing the things that you want to do, not trying to anticipate whether it's the right thing to do. If you think it's the right thing to do, then just do it, Stace. Don't question it. People are going to say, oh, you shouldn't have done it. That's fine. And you might, after doing something, go, yeah, you're right, I probably won't do that again. But just do it. If you've got something in your heart, if there's something you want to say, if there's something you want to do, just fucking do it. Life is too short to not do it. Like, you don't know when you're going to have the opportunity to say or do something that you don't know if you're going to ever have that opportunity again. So just fucking do it when you get the opportunity. That's it. That's my learning. My learning is just do it. Nike didn't get where it's famous from just think about it, or, you know, they got famous just do it. So that's what I'm going to start doing. Let's have a look. See if we've got some quotes today. Have I screenshot anything? Let's have a look. I am going to... Oh, yes, I was going to do that. Oh, shall I do that one? Oh. Yeah, I think I'm going to use this one. So it is, and this doesn't, I think this also is relating to the conversation, what I was talking about yesterday with losing a really good friend, losing that connection. I've never been shy to tell people I love them. You know, if you are in my life in any capacity, like I even love my work friends, I wouldn't say it's as, you know, sincere and compassionate as maybe, you know, my close friends. But yeah, I love my work friends to bits, you know. There's some people on my team that, you know, I've laughed with, I've cried with, they've laughed and cried with me. So yeah, of course there's an element of love there. I think love is a word that is so scarcely used because there's such a stigma. Oh, she loves me, you know. No, love is such a beautiful thing to share, you know, and I share it with as many people as I can. And this quote is more to do with just generally, like there's been lots of things recently that, you know, when I say recently, I'm probably saying over the last sort of, I'd say, since I moved to Bristol, which was 2011. So over the last sort of 12, 14 years, 12, 13, 14 years, there's been quite a few people that I've had to let go. But the quote says, it's okay to let go. I'll start again. I don't know what's wrong with me recently. It's okay to let go of those who couldn't love you, those who didn't know how to, and those who failed to even try. It's okay to outgrow them because that means you filled the empty space in you with self-love instead. You're outgrowing them because you're growing into you, and that's more than okay. That's something to celebrate. Yeah, like I said, I have let go of quite a few connections recently with, you know, people and things and places that I love. And I have started to fill that void. For example, I've let go of drinking. I wouldn't say it was something I absolutely loved, but it was definitely something that didn't love me, and therefore I am filling that space with what not drinking at home, and how better I am as a person for it. So I'm replacing that with self-love. I have lost, connections with friends, and it just I think it was a bit where it said fill the empty space with what you've lost with self-love, and that is something that I don't think I've ever been successful in. I've always just kept gaping holes in my life and then filled them in with kind of like rocks and cement and all the stuff to kind of what I thought was protecting myself, whereas what I actually needed to do was fill those gaping holes with as much love as I can cram into them. Love for the experience, for the lesson, for the loss, for the for myself, for everything. You know, you have to, if you harden to all the things that life throws at you, you're gonna be one. It, it's gonna be tough for you. I think staying open and loving is actually, I hate to say it, maybe easier than cutting yourself off, because when you truly have experienced love, to block yourself off for that for the rest of your life is an absolute travesty. Because it's painful and it hurts when you have it for a brief period of time and you lose it, whether it be through a friend, a connection with someone, a partner, through a job that you have that you maybe lose for whatever it is. If there's something that you passionately love and you lose it for whatever reason, it fucking sucks, man. Like, the pain of the love that I lost recently nearly wiped me off this planet. But I cannot go the rest of my life believing that I won't get to experience that again, even just for a moment. I would give anything to feel how I felt for just another brief moment. And that is exactly why I will not let everything that's happened to me turn me into the person that I've been every time I've been hurt, which is this cold, closed, distracted person. No, I can't do that. Now I've tasted it. That's my addiction now. I've given up smoking and drinking and drugs and all those things, and now my addiction is love. I want to find everything in my life that fills me with so much love, whether it be reaching my dreams, meeting new people, visiting places, falling in love with sunsets and sunrises in places I've never been, memories that I can look back on and love with, that make me ache to go back there. I still want to own some dogs. Like, I just got so many things in my life that I want to just fill with so much love. And yeah, I just gotta keep going. So to the people that left the comments, thank you for inspiring today's post. Thank you for making me pause and just stop and think, do you know what? I'd rather regret what I've done than regret missing an opportunity. So thank you. That's my happiness. My happiness is that, I'm learning from this. My gratitude, like I said, I think my gratitude is for the couple of people that have left messages for me recently on the channel, just to, you know, tell me that you're doing all right. You know, sometimes a stranger that doesn't know anything about you, yeah, sometimes hearing something from a complete stranger is, you know, there's no bias there. You know, they've got nothing to gain or lose from saying what they say. You know, there is no, it's a stranger. So when someone says something nice like that, they genuinely are saying it from a place of love and goodness. So thank you so much. I don't know what else to say. I'm just, yeah, it's yeah, it's been a strange day. It's been an up and down day at work. Lots of changes happening at work, so lots of emotions with not just myself but with lots of people at work. Didn't sleep too great, kind of overslept, woke up to that crazy insane ream of messages. Went to the gym when I really didn't want to. I just was not feeling it today. I've not been feeling too good today. I've had a bit of an upset stomach, so I've been kind of, I'm in an iron, and I was like, nope, I refuse to miss a day. So I just went and done some weightlifting rather than doing any sort of cardio that was going to bounce my body around. And I feel good for going. I did it. But yeah, I think what I'm going to do now is just chill and relax for the rest of the evening. I'm feeling pretty drained. I don't know whether it's just because the darker nights are coming in. Like it's only 6:30 and it's already as dark as it is. Yeah, the change in seasons to the winter months is always something that I feel my mood dipping, my serotonin. You know, there was some sunshine this afternoon that I went and managed to catch a bit of it, but yeah, I do miss it being bright and sunny in the room till 9-10 o'clock at night. And it's really cold and I have no heating at the moment. My electric socket that my heater plugs into is broken, and I've left some messages for my landlord, but they haven't replied. So I just was a bit cold last night, and I think that's probably why I didn't sleep very well. I was like laid in bed shivering, had jammies on and an extra blanket, and I was still a bit cold. So yeah, I think I'm just going to just spend the evening and just not think too much about what I've done today. It's done. I've done it. It came from a good place. It is what it is. But on a plus note, I did accidentally trip and book another tattoo appointment for next week. But oh, why not? Why not? I've got the money. I've saved the funds. I put aside all the money that was sent to me recently into premium bonds, so that's all saved and secure. I've realised that you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You've got to just live for today. Like anything could happen, anything. I was scrolling through Instagram, and you know, an account I follow found out the guy's had a stroke, and he's learning. You know, he used to dance as part of his Instagram posts, and yeah, he's had a stroke. He's learning to talk and hold a pen again. Like, you don't know what's around the corner. I am not a spring chicken. Like, I'm trying to get myself fit and healthy and strong and fit for this very reason, that I'm getting to an age now where my dad died of a heart attack at a very young age. He hadn't retired. My mum's on her 7th heart attack. She's got COPD, but she did smoke for, you know, for all of her life. So that's understandable. But, you know, I'm not getting any younger. So if I don't take care of this vessel, then I'm not going to have the opportunity to do these amazing things that I want to do. So yeah, I'm at the stage now where I'm like, fuck it. I'd rather apologise than ask for permission. And I've always been an ask for permission type of person, and then walk away with my tail between my legs when they say no. No, I'm going to start living my life just doing what I want. And if someone's not happy, then I'll apologise. But I cannot not live my life. I've I've just I've lived for other people and to please other people for so long. And I'm at a stage now where I'm like, I'm starting to see my worth. I'm starting to understand that I have just as much right to be on this planet as every other person walking this earth. And I need to feel that and live that with every atom in my body needs to resonate how important it is to just be yourself, and just people are going to love you, people are going to hate you, and people are going to not even take two looks at you. But you've got to get to a stage, Stacey, where you can sit down and look back on your life and know that you've done everything that was in your heart. You lived true to yourself, you lived with authenticity, you lived being the better person, living with kindness and compassion, and doing what you can to help others, but also living your life. Not everyone needs to understand your journey, just you need to understand it, and that's all that matters. You know, if people ask and you tell them and they're like, why do you want to do that? Just tell them, because I do. You know, people don't have to understand. Like, one of the things you put on your dating profile, you know, what's a goal of yours, and you put to live on an American school bus, and someone messaged and put, wouldn't a Winnebago be better than a school bus? And I just replied and put, no, American school bus is the dream, not a Winnebago. Like, and they were like, oh, but blah blah blah, and I'm like, you're not going to change my mind. Like, that's what I want. Whereas before, you would have been influenced by that. You would have been, well, maybe a Winnebago would be a better idea. It's already this, it's already that. No, stay strong to what you want. People that are not willing or able to get out of their comfort zone will never see the things that you see outside of yours. Doesn't matter anymore. Just live your life authentically for you. And if you do that, you will never regret anything. And like I said, I don't regret any of the decisions I've made. I may not make them the same, given some of them again, given the same opportunity. But the only things I regret are the opportunities that I didn't take, and the things that I didn't do, and the things that I didn't say, because you can't get those moments back. So that's it. Just, I love you, Stacey. I'm so proud of you. You've fought through today, through some emotional highs and lows, and you know, you've stood firm on what you wanted to do, and I'm proud of you for doing it. You know, it was tough what you did today, but you did it, and it's because that's the person you are. That's all you need to remember. If it's not received in that way, that's fine. You won't do it again. But that's it. I'm done. I love you. I'm proud of you. Stay strong. Try and get some sleep. Try and get warm, because it is fucking freezing again tonight. Yeah. It's definitely turning out to be a bit of a journey, this journaling. I never thought I'd ever get to a stage where I'd be having such life changing and you know, so many things that I've kind of questioned. Why am I here? What's my purpose? I'm starting to see now, why am I here? I'm here to just experience this lifetime. You know, what's my purpose? My purpose is to just be authentic to myself. There will never ever be another Stacey. You are unique. Everyone is not just one in a lifetime or one in a million. Everyone is just one. That's it. There will never be another you again. So just do what you want to do, because people are going to love you if you do. People are going to love you if you don't. People are going to hate you if you do. People are going to hate you if you don't. People are going to have opinions either way. So just do what you want to do, because it doesn't matter what you do. There's always going to be people on both sides of it. Just live knowing that one day you're going to look back on this and you're going to be proud that you did what was in here and not what people were telling you to do. That's it. I've rambled. I'm sorry. Thank you anyone who watches and gets this far. I do love and appreciate you. Thank you for the messages and for spurring me on and the motivation to that I am I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm figuring this out day by day myself. Like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I just know I know I want to feel that love again, and I've got so much left to give. It's just keep going, Stace. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. So I love you, and whatever happens through all of it, always stay kooky.